All right, everybody. We're already kicking it off early. So we are on round 2 of 3 for today. And let me go ahead and close Discord because it's annoying. All right, so live stream should be getting started here in just a moment. It's about 10 minutes before the battle. We've got an absolutely epic battle for everybody today. Killer Alon and his alliance on Kingdom 82 versus somebody. There's a lot of T5 in this battle from at least Kingdom 82 side. We'll see how many T5 are going on the other side. All right, we got some folks joining. So there's Killer Alon. Oh my God, it's us. Yes, absolutely. It is us. Connor84251, how are you? Welcome to the stream. I am running on coffee and dreams right now, so I'm going to make this as exciting as I possibly can. Like I said, this is number 2 of 3. That's perfectly fine, Killer. No problem at all. You do what you got to do. Get your Discord going. That's the plan. Watching and having some fun watching the mayhem. So here we go. It's off to a little bit of a slower start than last one. I know that Ronnie is just finishing his stream up, so people are probably a little exhausted from watching rock content, but we're gonna do our best. We're gonna trudge through this. Hopefully we can get up to around 150 to 200 folks like we did on the morning, and we'll be in really good shape. I hope we are gonna have a good fight. You better put a good one on for us, Killer. So all day they've been discussing strategies and plans, just to show y'all what they have going on. And I'll move the Ark picture here. So this is a 2 billion alliance on Kingdom 82. Again, this would probably be a 1st or 2nd ranked alliance on Kingdom 16. So definitely a powerful alliance on a later server. I want to say, and I can't see the overall server rankings, but I want to say they're probably towards the top of their server. So we got plenty of T5 playing, and I know that Killer's a pretty solid player as well, so we'll see how this goes. Taylor, a bunch of weird faces and yawning. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's been a long day. Connor, Kingdom 82. Yeah, it looks like maybe we got some of the 82 NS folks popping in right now, so we'll see if we can get some more spectators and get this ball rolling. So you are first. So this is the 1st place alliance on Kingdom 82. 2nd place is a full 500,000 behind. So quite the distance between the 2 alliances. These guys seem to be the people to beat on Kingdom 82. I shouted you out on Kingdom. Yeah, go ahead and share the link too if you want. Get people watching. Slowly but steadily crawling up. And again, we're a little early. I wanted to start it about 10 minutes early this time. Usually I do it about 5 minutes early just so we can jump right into the action. But yeah, I figured we can hop on, and if people want to jump in and ask some questions, I can go ahead and answer some questions while we're waiting. Let's see. Yeah, I'm shooting y'all some helps too, and giving you some free tech donations as well. Nutsy 2.0. I don't even know what that means. Yeah, back into the game. You guys got things to focus on. You've got 6 minutes left until it is game time. It's go time. Yeah, no problem, Alfredo. Appreciate it. I think somebody convinced me on Ronnie's stream today I might do Pelagius next. I got him at rank level 50 with 6 stars. And he's my primary cav commander right now. Eventually I will, once I get double C a little bit more skilled up for my liking, I'll put Minamoto back as primary, get him leveled up, which is what I'm working on right now. And then I'll have Pelagius and maybe Babars or Belisarius as my backup for a 2nd group of cav. Right now I've got 2 full groups of infantry, 1 full cav and 1 full archer with expansion buff. So we're creeping towards 20. Again, I got a feeling that we're going to be going back up towards the 100 range at some point once this thing gets kicked off. Maybe people want to grab a quick peek while they're doing the dishes or taking a shower or whatever. You'll be in for a treat if you all join, I promise you. We'll definitely be casting a good Ark of Osiris battle here. I want to say they are undefeated, if y'all can correct me on that. I want to say they're undefeated in their Ark battles right now, and they're going up against an alliance that, while I don't know their name, they're about 80 million short in power. So they're probably in the 1 to 1.5 billion range, would be my guess, in the regular Kingdom world. Whereas these guys are at 2, so they've got the cream of the crop, the pick of the litter, with the people that they're bringing into the Ark. Alfredo, I have only one question, though. I did multiple tests where I used Scipio, Yulji, and Scipio Sun Tzu. In the expedition, Scipio and Yulji performed better. That's interesting. I mean, Yulji is more geared towards just raw damage, so that might be why. From a barbarian killing standpoint, that may make sense. You're just going to kill them faster, which means you'll take less damage. In PvP, though, you don't tend to really smash stuff that quickly. So having the AoE damage, just doing more damage, may make more sense too. So it's really all about the situation. And I think if you're using Scipio primary, you're probably not doing it like I said, because you want to have Sun Tzu primary, Scipio secondary for that setup. Hervin Cardenas, hola, hello. Lots of kisses, I'll take that. Yeah, it's about to get kicked off here, just under 4 minutes. And this is number 2 of 3. So I'm going to do another live stream at 11 p.m. tonight, which is about 7 hours from now. That's 3 UTC Sunday for the game time. So I've got about 7 hours away. Let me turn my phone off so you don't hear a bunch of stuff going off, because my phone goes off all day, every day, weekend, weekday, doesn't matter. It just does. There we go. We're good. I'm pooping myself. Please don't. I don't like feces inside of my Ark commentary. So go ahead and keep that on your side of the fence, and we'll be in good shape. It's kind of like arguing with my neighbors about their dogs coming into my yard and doing their business. You need to keep that on their side of the fence. So yeah, we're at 24. I'm looking to get up hopefully to around 100 or so. Go ahead and shout out to people that you want to join in. This is going to be an epic one. If you've watched some of my previous Ark casts in the past, I talk nonstop. So yeah, it's going to be live and action packed. I'm going to get y'all pumped up for each side. Look at the different T5 players. We can do that really quick while we've got 2 minutes left. So T5 player wise, we got Drago 9, man after my own heart, taken after my name. I love it. At 75 million power, which is actually more than I've got. So kudos to him or her. Stone DAH, 65 million power. That's another T5 player. Supreme Master is the king right now, or the leader of this alliance, the R5. Once we get into rank 3, there's a couple more. So you got S-Dream at 62 million, Bob Jeff Prime at 48 million, Alone at 47 million. Those 40 players, those 40 million players, they are T5, but I'd imagine they don't have full T5 troops yet. Or if they do, they're very small amount. So show me. So I see there is some kind of a lone guy at some point. Let me see if I can find him. Are you R2? I could have swore. Yeah, Alone. Which Alone am I showing? Because I think you got your farm account in here too, yeah? Look at that, I'm an R3. It's that easy, guys. Just have a YouTube channel and you get R3 in a pretty powerful alliance. I know I saw him earlier. Did I skip over him? Did you leave and come back and didn't get ranked up yet? You did. You got Little Alone. You got to be on rank 3, right? Where are you at? I know I saw you earlier. Am I missing? There it is. It's alone. 13.7. He said I have to focus on him the whole arc. So I'm supposed to skip over the other 4 or 5 T5 players so that we can focus on this 13.6 million player. So get ready for that, guys. Epic arc incoming. No, I'll make sure to show everybody. As long as you're in the action, you'll get seen. That's a little bit of extra incentive. Be in the action, and I will definitely say your name. 100% chance. All right, so we're in. Let's do it. You famous now, boy. That's right. You're YouTube famous. All right, so 82NS is already porting in, and most of their folks are already kind of built in. Looks like we're missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players so far. Let me go ahead and zoom over to the other side. And let's do, okay, we're fighting an alliance called War F. So I'm not sure if anybody knows which server they're from, but let's take a look at some of their players, see if they've got any T5s as well. So there's a T5, level 7 or 70 million, Nicodemus Titus. That looks like their primary R5. And then there's a 17 million, 18 million, 23 million. There's a 58 million, so that's a 2 T5s. 20 million, 19 million, 16 million, 17, 18, more porting in, 19, 19. Yeah, guys, 2 T5 on the War F side. And again, I try to remain objective here, right? I'm doing a cast. I'm not doing a, you know, favoritism cast. But it's not looking too good for War F unless they've got just an epic strategy here on what it is to take on double the amount of T5s than you have. So we will see. And it looks like, again, we're still missing some folks over from 82NS. Again, we've got roughly 4 or 5 T5s on the 82NS side. And let's see if we can find Alone again so I can give him his 5 seconds of fame over here. Let's see, there he is. He's all the way in the back corner. What are you doing in the back corner? Why are you all the way in the back, man? You're gonna be taking a while. So again, for those of you that may be joining that are unfamiliar with Ark, so there's 4 obelisks, and those obelisks allow you to teleport across the map. And this map is so big that teleporting is an absolute must. Goal is to earn as many points as possible within 1 hour, including the preparation period at the very beginning. So we actually start at, I believe, 57 minutes and 30 seconds. You want to gain access to your altars as quickly as possible, divide the map in half, and lock down your side, and then go after the War Shrine so you can get some extra buffs and get your Shrine of Life so that it doesn't cost you as much to speed up your healing. We got 5 seconds left, and it is about to kick off right now. Okay, so once that gate goes down, there should be some level 1, tier 1 cav going out to go secure those obelisks. Right now, I don't see that happening except for the folks in the back. Preferably, Supreme Master, Warrior Woman is going to send that because they're already closer to the front. But since that's not happened, I'm assuming they're kind of just dodging that method altogether, and they're just going to start spreading out. So lots of armies coming out of the 82NS side. You see a lot of troops, a lot of troop-specific armies too. So that's really what you want to see when you're in the Ark. You want to see troop-specific armies. You don't want to see a whole lot of mixed troop armies. Those aren't nearly as effective. Even with mixed troop commanders, they aren't nearly as effective as a fully infantry, fully cavalry, fully archer group. That obviously does not apply to siege. All right, so they're spreading out, they're fanning out, they're doing their thing. Let's hop over to the other side and see what these folks are doing. So it looks like they had the same method going on. They've already got some folks heading to the obelisk. I do not see, well, there's one finally. Looks like they had the same problem that 82NS had, where they had their person sending T1 out, T1 cav out towards the middle of their pack versus the front. So that will be just fine. I think at the end of the day, they're both going to be capturing their obelisks at roughly the same time. Now, as you can see on these obelisks, Is it lagging for everybody? I've got green stream health across the board. Now, when you say lagging, is it lagging when I move or just lagging all the time? I'll just keep talking. As you can see here, yeah, lag, that sucks. So just to let y'all know, we've got blue lines coming into the opposing side obelisks. So I'll try and just stay stationary to keep the lag to a minimum, or I'll try and just click around on the map versus scroll around. So it looks like they've got their T1 cav, coming to their obelisk over here. There, it looks like they're going to go ahead and cap it really quick. And then on the other side, they already have captured both of their outposts. So they're already ahead of the game there, and they're going to start gaining some points a little bit quicker. On top of that, I will say, so War F has captured both of their obelisks first. That's a huge deal. That means their countdown timer is going to be that much quicker than 82NS side. And 82NS is still not capped there. There's the first one right there. So that's about 28 seconds, 27 seconds behind, which can be a big difference when you're talking about how early you can teleport. Now, I will say again, there's a blue line coming into this obelisk on the bottom. I don't know if that's a scout. I don't know if that's just somebody who sent their army all the way across the map, or if that is an actual rally. So let me be very slow and deliberate and zoom out so that whenever I move, I'm going to see if I can find a rally. Oh, look at that. He got his 15 seconds of fame right there. It's Alone coming up with his Charles and Sun Tzu. Very good pairing, sir. There's a rally. Okay, so Alone is coming with a rally, and it looks like it is full archer rally. Let me see if I can. That's a 1.5 million rally. That's pretty solid. Let's check on the other side and see if, see if there's maybe another rally coming as well. There's definitely armies coming. Yeah, I'm gonna have to drop the frame rate a bit. Let me see if I can edit it mid-stream. Output. Let's do 2400 and see if that applies. All right, I just dropped my frame rate to like half. So let's see if that fixes it. I don't know if it will or not, but I don't understand what's going on because I've got live stream health, full stream, excellent quality, everything. I don't know if it's on your side or not, but it doesn't make sense if it is because everybody's experiencing it. Now it's great. I don't know. All right, well, I'm just going to keep going. Hopefully this fixes itself and we'll be in good shape. All right, so both obelisks are taken on both sides. It looks like there is a 2 obelisk rally going on, and I believe that rally should be hitting any minute. Here comes the rally on the bottom side, and it's led by Alone. Full archer rally with YSG and, oh wow, Sun Tzu and YSG. Okay. I have done that pairing in the past, and it works really well. It rains down quite a bit of AoE. This group will do a lot of damage, especially if the army decides to swarm it. So if the opposing army decides to go ahead and swarm it, then this army will do really, really well. Let me see if I can find the other rally. Let's see. Yeah, everybody's doing basically. There's a tried and true method, right? Everybody's kind of doing the same methods on rallying. It looks like 82NS kind of beat War F to the front of their own area, so they're going to start taking these shrines of war and the altar as well. That's a big deal. That's a very big deal. If you can push the front line another step forward right off the bat, that's very helpful. And you can see that starting to make an effect on the points. It's 570 to 525. That's a big deal. All right, so let's go over here. I think the rally for this side is quite a ways off. So let's go back to the other side. I believe that this rally is going to be coming in very shortly. Yep, here comes the rally, and they're walking right by it. That rally is coming in unattested. Yikes. No, y'all need to swarm that on the way. I guess it just depends on what's in the obelisk, but I mean, they're just letting the rally just come through untouched. Yikes. They're just dodging it. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Is the stream going a little bit better? I did lower the frame rate. I don't know if that's been helpful or not. Oh, wow. There was only 2 armies in the obelisk. Oh, that was an easy capture. Let me see if... I mean, Yeah, it's better now? Okay. All right, cool. Well, let's stick with what's working. I'm not going to complain if it's working okay. So YouTube is yelling at me saying the video output is low, but it was saying it was healthy before and it wasn't. So I'm going to stick with you guys and telling me it's okay. All right, so that was an easy capture for 82 NS. There was only 2 armies in that obelisk. And if they start swarming this, which is what they're doing, I don't know how maxed out that YSG is, but if that's a maxed out YSG, this is big. Oh my goodness, it's a maxed out YSG. Oh no, look at that freedom getting rained down. Absolute freedom. Oh my goodness. They are just wrecking themselves on this obelisk. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is painful to watch. I'm trying not to laugh, but that hurts. Oh, that hurts. Oh no. And I'm just going to do it again. Oh, this is over before it started. Oh my goodness. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just don't do it. What are you doing? Oh no. Oh no. I can just sit here and watch this all day. Oh my. Oh no. Oh. 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 I'm getting red because I'm trying not to laugh. But it's just, it's so bad. Oh my god. Okay. Let me center myself. That was rough. That was just... Oh, you're speeding yourself up to go do it. Please don't. Please don't. Just don't. That's a T5. Ugh. That's a 70 million T5 doing this. Oh. Whew. Okay. Okay. So T5 is whooping up on Supreme Master. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do here because this is like if you were an 82 NS, this is the best thing that you could have hoped for, obviously. There's no rally coming. They're steadily, if I was you and if I was an 82 NS, I would just send every single archer group that you've got to this obelisk. Every single one. And now they're porting in. Oh my. Oh my. Just let them come. Don't even attack them in the field. Just let them come. I wouldn't even attack them in the field. I would just let them come on the obelisk. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now it looks like there is a rally over here. Let me make it at least somewhat fair. This Herman is taking some damage, but did send the other T5 back across the map with a sad face. Oh no. Oh, they're doing it again. This is... Oof. This is no bueno. Ooh, I can't even commentate this. This is hurtful. Like just straight hurtful. just the amount of death raining. I mean, oh, rip. And they just keep doing it. Send a rally, for goodness sakes. Please send a rally. You've got 3 cities right there. Just send a 1-minute rally. What are you doing? I just keep remembering the first wave. It was just so funny. All right, so here's some stuff going on in the middle. Let me compose myself in the middle with some fights. Looks like War F and 82 NS are kind of just going back and forth a little bit in here with some open field skirmishes. Let's see. I mean, it looks like overall, looks like War F is gonna maybe at least push the fight to the Ark at least. Now 82 NS is grabbing the Ark right now, so you need to definitely keep pushing down if you're 82 NS and skedaddle with that Ark. Again, you got Stone DAH with T5 solo hitting basically, or well, no, he sent 2 of his armies to go take it. It looks like he may end up doing it just because raw power. And then the altar up here is also under attack, and I see some red faces. Woo! That's a rally. So 82 NS did rally this and did just capture it. So very good job there. That's exactly how you're supposed to take an objective. What you don't want to do is this. Don't do this. Unless you want me to like literally just ugly laugh, because that's what I just did for like a straight 2 minutes. I just ugly laughed. And you're doing it again. Whew. Yeah, 82 NS has pretty much just got this on lockdown, and this one rally here is going to be the reason why. Look at all the death raining down. That YSG Sun Tzu group is raining freedom all over War F. All over. Oh my goodness. That is a max YSG, max Sun Tzu, guys. Full archer rally. And again, I did this without a max YSG in my first arc, and I gotta tell you, absolutely incredible amount of damage going out. Now, eventually, it looks like unless they reinforce, which they need to, y'all need to reinforce that obelisk right now. Unless they reinforce it, which they just did, this eventually will go down. But you've already got cities right here ready to rock and roll. That thing is still rolling. They do have a rally hitting it right now as well. Looks like Nicodemus did get the memo on rallying being a good thing. And it looks like they are going to possibly take back their obelisk. It looks like they are, unless they get some emergency reserves. So they did get their obelisk back. Wow. And they have a really good commander in there as well. And that's probably a full infantry group inside of there. Do not make the same mistake that they just did and return the favor by swarming that obelisk. You need to be sending a rally. And rally after rally after rally until you get what you want. I would also, if I were you, now that all the attention is on that side, this obelisk is looking pretty sweet and juicy because there's not as many cities around and a lot of the troops are starting to try and push forward. But right now, 82 NS has the objective and they are really kind of putting a hurt on War F at the moment. Lots of open field skirmishes over here. Lots of T5 open field skirmishes over here. So very fun to watch. I love seeing all the gold shinies like battling it out. More T5 on the battlefield, the better in my opinion. That's how I would say it. Looks like they're starting to try and secure the obelisk area. So they're doing a pretty good job of kind of open field cleaning up a bit. A primary Belisarius and a primary Double C, not the best in the world when it comes to open field battling. Scipio primary, again, not that great. Double C open primary, not that great. But Herman primary is pretty good, especially if it's full archer like it is. So that's probably a Double C and Minamoto would be my guess. Can't really see through all the smoke, but you get the idea. Supreme Master's chasing down some folks, trying to get them to back off. Hello, hello for the Alliance. All right, that's pretty sweet. Let's come over here. You got Starboy and The End. Drago 9 laying down some hurt. Starboy's got 2 armies over here, and just going up against T5, it's probably just not going to be enough. Starboy has 15.5 million power, whereas Drago has in the 70 range, so that's definitely a big deal. Let's see, Viet Dao, another rally hitting here. Let's see how this goes. I don't know if this is going to be as easy as the first time. They've got quite, yeah, that rally's not going to make it. They've got quite a bit of infantry inside of that obelisk. That's going to be a hard nut to crack. I would say archers are a good one to pick with, but that probably didn't have the most troops that it could have had in that rally. I don't know if that was a 1.5 million rally or not. So it's going to take a bit to dislodge that. A quick rally is not going to fix that. You need to make sure you've got a full rally with Alone leading it or with Drago leading it. Those are going to be your 2 heavy hitters. I think Drago has a little bit more power, or a lot of bit more power. And then also there was another one. I don't remember who it was. Yeah, red team needs to start zeroing blue team so they can push back. I agree, and they're doing that. They're starting to do that. Nicodemus is starting to push out with his full T5 armies and kind of guard the flag a bit. And then they've got a really solid group inside of that obelisk. That's going to be a tough obelisk to take. Looks like 82 NS is starting to push over on the Shrine of Life as well. I'm not sure what's in it, but we do have, that's a 205,000, 159,000. Let's look at the score real quick. Alone with 35,000 points already, just 20 minutes into the game. That's pretty substantial, for sure. Nemanja, it's going well. If you weren't here earlier, you missed quite a display of AoE destruction on the 82 NS hitting War F side. Stone DAH, Drago, all with over 10,000 points already, so they're going to get their 10 sculptures, assuming they pull the victory out. It is not over just yet. We got plenty of time left for War F to come back, and they are pushing. So if you'll notice at the top there, it looks like the Shrine of Life, or Shrine of War, excuse me, was taken. No, that was a Shrine of Life. Is it? No, I'm curious. Yeah, Shrine of Life. So that one was taken. Looks like there's a group of War F in the back just kind of grabbing stuff that is open. And wouldn't you know it, I mean, there's just kind of open territory back here because it looks like 82 NS has really pushed a lot of their forces up front. That was a rally that looks like it just got smashed. Sky Altar remains in 82 NS hands. And a lot of good open field battles here. If this Charles loses, because it looks like it's a Charles Richard group, there's no reason for it. Absolutely no reason for it. The Devil, he's got a full defense spec tree too, because he's getting medicinal supply heals too. Interesting. All right, let's go over here. This Scipio is getting taken out by another Scipio and a Pelagius. Yeah, if it was me, I wouldn't even open field fight right now in this area. I would just make sure to reinforce. That's what I would do. Can't tell the amount of troops in that one, but now that he's got reinforcements, the Devil from War F is going to start turning the tide from Stone DAH. I think Stone DAH is winning mostly because he's T5, whereas the Devil is only Tier 4. Or maybe he is Tier 5. Maybe he warped in late and that's another T5 for them. That might be the reason why they're starting to kind of come back a little bit. The points are definitely still heavily in 82 NS favor. But again, they got off to a really good start. Really good start. Let's go back over to this obelisk here. It's Alone is coming in. Massive battles. Look at this. Look at this. You got a Julius-led army. Sun Tzu. Tons of AoEs. Tons of Sun Tzus. Tons of YSGs. There's a Barca in there. There's Minamoto. Double C. Oh my goodness. Just mayhem and chaos. Everybody's getting into the fray. Everybody's getting a little piece of the action. Wow. And it looks like some folks are just trying to, walk around as well. You never know. You never know what's going to happen. Let's see. I'm trying to check around too, guys, to see if there's any rallies or anything like that, because I want to make sure I'm not missing any really big ones. Yeah, I mean, they're still kind of crashing against the Sky Altar, which probably not the best idea. I think there's a pretty good defense there. Where's the rallies from 82 NS on this flag? I know it's a tough flag to take, but there needs to be continuous rallies on the flag so that it starts to wear down and wear down. You can't swarm it. Swarming it's not going to fix it. I think we proved that in spades earlier this cast. We're one away from 100 people watching, guys. Let's keep it up. Pan, I think they enough healing to beat the zeroing, but let's see. Yeah, they probably do, and you know the zeroing set them back. And I think at the end of the day, having blue cities inside of your obelisk area is not a good thing. That's going to keep them pinned down back here. So hopefully 82NS is taking the initiative and going up top and pushing, getting their old obelisk back too. It looks like they did lose their obelisk. And the devil is over here wrecking cities. Look at this. Those are T5, by the way. He's definitely another T5. He is zeroing Emperor Taizu. That is going to be rough. And that's a Lohar Tomoe group. And that's probably because all his other commanders are out on the field battling. Yeah, you got to get... that's not good. He's going to sit there and sit tight. That's going to be... Go ahead and take it, Asu. Take it. There you go. And just sit there. Just sit tight. Ismam is about to get hit too. Now, he's definitely getting hit hard. Eventually, the devil is going to run out of troops up here, and it'll be easier to push him back. If he had some support, though, from War F side, he would be causing some significant damage. All right, let's go over to the other obelisk again. Still tons of fighting going on. Looks like 82NS is starting to hit some cities. So that's, you know, very beneficial for them to help get those guys ported out of there. Again, still fighting some of the T5s over here. Drago is walking around with T5 infantry, trying to chase down the other T5, one of the other T5 players on the War F side. And as you can see, T5 infantry are one of the slowest things ever invented. I know that from personal experience, and it is painful. It is painful. Okay, here we go. They're swarming it again. Luckily for them, there's not a YSG Sun Tzu group in here, or else they'd be reliving the same hell that they experienced earlier in the match. But yeah, the Minamoto group is doing really well. He's starting to take down that Cav group led by Belisarius, which is a terrible idea to have as a primary Belisarius. And it's probably a big reason why he's going down first. But then you've got the Richard primary over here and the Herman primary at the top. That's solid, and that's probably what's doing the majority of the damage to this shrine. Now you do got Alone coming over here to support, try and beat the other T5 armies that are swarming this off of that Shrine of Life. You've got Starboy retreating because he doesn't want to have anything to do with all those T5s. And yeah, lots of support from Drago 9 coming up from the top here. Yeah, I think they're going to beat this just simply because they're going to be able to swarm those T5 that are trying to swarm that Shrine of Life. And really, it's 2 versus... I'm sorry, not even 2. 1 versus 4 different people. So that's going to be an easy win. It does look like, if we go to the top middle here, they're trying to cap that arc. Look at this. It's a race. It's a race to the finish line. The problem is he doesn't have anywhere to take it. Greyhall had a really great sneak of the arc in there, but now he doesn't have anywhere to take this thing. Now, I will say, if these guys end up smashing this bay bars, stopping it, whoops, we don't need that. If they end up taking this bay bars here, that means they will have something to put it into. So I would run around in circles around that outpost until you get it. Ooh, that's not good. You're going to drop it. You should have stayed by the building. You would have been able to pop right in. Where are you going? Oh, that was your chance. That was your chance to get back in this game. Luckily, I think for War F, there's going to be just too many forces down here for Taylor Bucks and for Baby Sharks. to take. Now, there is Stone DAH coming up and another army from Taylor Bucks just trying to do some damage up there at the top. I think at the end of the day, she may actually take that out. And now, let's see, who has the Ark? I can't even tell. There's so much back and forth. I saw an Osmond hit there. Baby Sharks is down. Stone DAH. I think you can probably take all those Stone DAH. You just need to attack them. The problem is you're on a mixed army right now, and if you've got Siege, you're going to go nowhere with that Ark. I don't even know why you're trying to pick that up. Oh, that's not going to go very well, but at least you can tank some folks until your reinforcements hopefully arrive, which they're coming. It's going to take a while. It's going to take just a little while. I mean, Taylor Bucks is going to win that skirmish at the top, at least the majority of it. Leroy Rico has brought in his Richard group, full infantry. That's probably going to wreck the remainder of that Scipio army, but not before Taylor Bucks beats up on the other army of Leroy Rico. Let's go back to the obelisk here because I got a feeling there's tons of fights again. Yeah, some fights down here at the bottom, but for the most part, it looks like War F has kind of cleared out a little bit of 82NS. There's one 82NS city that's smoking but not on fire. There is a difference there. That means that it was attacked but not zeroed. And yeah, it looks like I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. New Unoy is trying to take care of business down here against Mad Dog and doing a pretty darn good job of doing it. And he's a level 25 player. Let's see, 22.5 million. That's a solid T4 player. Mad Dog is, let's see, 18.8 million. So again, looks like Nunuoi has the advantage from a power standpoint. He's got a Frederick there. I'm interested to see if that Frederick is leveled up pretty decently. Frederick's a pretty solid commander, but it looks like the Boudica group is, oof. At Boudica True. Did you see that? The Frederick group just started laying down those 3 consecutive nukes in a row. Oof, that was quick. That was quick. That Boudica group was full health and then a third health in an instant. So it looks like War Dog is actually getting hit hard on his city. Looks like Viet Dao and Alone are going to do a little skirmish here in the middle. I think Viet Dao's got the upper hand just from a troop standpoint. Alone has Cav and Siege with this, although it looks like he is kind of doing some more damage. And now somebody popped out of the obelisk to do a little bit of damage to Alone as well, so he's probably going to get dropped just simply because there's too much on him. Otherwise, though, there's another battle over here. Again, Nicodemus is steadily just streaming his T5 over here to try and take it by brute raw force. And again, that's not the way to do it. You need to rally it. You've got 6 cities sitting here that could reinforce that rally, and it'll be a 2-second march over to here. But again, you're just slamming your troops against there, and you're just burning your healing speed ups. I think there's a time and a place for that. That's certainly a valid strategy. This is not that time. You need to rally and then back it up with reinforcements. So send a full infantry rally and then back it up with infantry coming from behind. That way you can reinforce that rally as you're taking out that shrine. Right now it looks like pretty much total domination though from 82NS because they're holding their own. They pushed War F back. I also think, again, I think War F, one of their bigger guys or girls, decided to join a bit late because I didn't see more than 1 T5 on that side, maybe 2. And there was a third one or a second one that did look like it joined. Let's see what's happening up at this altar here. There is a rally on this altar and it is going down. So that rally is going to take that. There is nothing that those 2 groups on the outside and that sky altar can do. There is no reinforcements to be found anywhere around this area. War F is definitely going to take this sky altar. Now it looks like there was another rally over here, and look at all the destruction over here. This is basically a repeat of the bottom obelisk. Look at all of this stuff happening. It looks like Stone DAH is taking care of business. War Nudie is trying to do whatever he can to hold off these 2 groups from 82NS, but it's just not going very well. And once again, here we see, right? It is doing some damage because it doesn't look like there's too many troops in there. But again, they're all about the swarm method, and I gotta tell you guys, you're just wasting your speed ups, you're wasting your time. Eventually, in this case, you will win just because it's not very many troops in there. It looks like this might have had maybe 500,000 or 600,000 troops, but you're burning through your speed ups because you're spending 10 times the amount of troops that you should be getting this objective back. Just let them sit there for a minute, do your rally, and get it back. It's as simple as that. Yurichi 14 Gaming, that YSG Sun Tzu disabled red team in the start. Yes, they did. And that set the tone for this whole match. And I'm still on the inside. Just when I think about it, I start giggling because of how just the wreckage that happened from that. So it does look like War F did end up taking their obelisk back on the top. Let's go down to the bottom. It looks like they have both of their obelisks again. More War F is starting to swarm this area, and it looks like some more War F are starting to port in as well. So there's Starboy. I thought he was already up here, but I guess not. Nicodemus, he must be listening to the stream. He just sent another rally. So here comes another rally. Now, where's the reinforcements behind it? That's what you need. Right now, you've got 5 armies swarming one guy. Those 5 armies should be up with this rally to reinforce because this is a mixed troop rally. So now you just need raw armies to back this rally up. And right now they're too focused on one guy or trying to attack one city to make this happen. And that is a max YSG raining down again on 5 groups at a time. Look at all that damage. Look at all that nuke damage. That is crazy. Absolutely insane. Let's go over to the rally just to take a peek and see how it does. Again, with no support, this rally is not going to make it. And it's going down fast. Because they had multiple T5 armies sitting around the edge waiting. They've got full reinforcements inside that Shrine of Life. It's not going anywhere. And I know Nicodemus is trying. You can tell he's trying. But he needs to get his alliance to follow him. Because right now they're just kind of doing whatever they want to do. And there goes another one. Starboy goes back out. He just burnt 2 teleports from their side in a matter of 5 minutes. That's unfortunate. So that rally's going down. The other backup rally or backup army from Nicodemus is not going to even make it there in time. He couldn't even reinforce it if he wanted to anyway because that is his rally. So there goes all the sad faces back. If he tries to slam that into the Shrine of Life, that's going to also go down. Viet Dao is working on Scott over here, so Scott looks like he's going to drop. That might have just been a matter of troop count. Here comes Nicodemus again. He's just slamming army after army after army into this Shrine of Life. And unfortunately, it's just not, for him, it's not working out very well. Still some cities getting hit over here. Looks like Nicodemus is starting to really try and get after alone. I think that he's been swarmed a couple times here and held it off pretty strong. Now it is eventually, because they're side by side, Nicodemus is going to be able to just continually stream after he heals, just stream army after army after army, and eventually wear down alone. Now looks like Playa, I don't know. He is reinforcing, so that's very helpful. I don't know where Alone's armies are. Do we want to look around for him a little bit? Here comes Drago down from the top. Baby Shark getting hurt again from Viet Dao. That's a full Cav group versus almost a full, if not a full, Siege group. That's not going to go very far. Nicodemus is starting to push down the middle here on the left side, and that's probably a really good strategy because I think a lot of those buildings in the back are unprotected or very minimally protected, whereas this Shrine of Life, this altar here, is definitely well protected because it's front line. This looks like there may be a rally or a swarm going on over here. This Boudica is not going to make it. Not a good idea to hit that sky altar by yourself. I'm not sure if this War F guy is going to be attacking or reinforcing. Looks like he is going to reinforce, which is a good idea. It's exactly what you need to do when you've got a bunch of armies sitting outside of a building. You want to put the reinforcements right into the building so all that extra damage spreads across all the armies that are attacking you. Bobcat doing the same thing. Looks like there's strange object down here doing the same thing. Looks like they're starting to get it together. I think, unfortunately, 40 minutes in, it's just a little too late. They're all, 82 NS is already about 23,000, 24,000 points ahead, and with 20 minutes left, that's a significant deficit to beat. And then with 82 NS also just capturing the Ark again, that's not going to help War F's cause at all. Okay, let's go back to the obelisk, see if there's some more fights. And of course there is. Why would there not be fights? This is where Nicodemus is at. Looks like a loan did port out or get zeroed and got forced out. So let's keep an eye on all this. That's probably going to limit their availability to send rallies because it looks like the majority of their T5 players are somewhere else. Nicodemus is over here doing some serious work. Drago, you've got, if those are infantry, just park them. Just park them. Don't retreat. Just park your infantry, attack with your archers that you're walking right through them. Just park them. There's no reason to retreat. There you go. So turn back around, get back into the fight. Do not run. You're a T5 player. You need to be up front, doing the work, doing the damage, taking the hits, so that the rest of your alliance that's in the 20s and 30s can do some work too. All right, so looks like, again, we're kind of in the same spot where it's a lot of open field battles. Not a good idea if you try and swarm that obelisk. You're going to go down very quickly. This 82 NS player here is just continually saying sorry. Hopefully maybe they'll stop hitting his city. That being said, I think he's saying sorry because his Sun Tzu is hitting his Sun Tzu is AoEing those two armies down to nothing. Maybe he's saying sorry for that. Now there's 3 armies, and there's a 4th one coming from the top. I think eventually actually this Charles army will kind of stand tall for the alliance. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in on it. You deserve it. You deserve a little bit of a spotlight right now. You're getting some serious work done. Let's see how many kills you got. Yeah, 1.4 million kills. That's definitely worthwhile. Let's see this person here. 1 million kills. Yeah, 1.4 million kills is nothing to sneeze at in Ark. The problem is, again, Palvara right there can just continually refresh and continually swarm. So that's going to be a problem. Supreme Master down here, a little over 1 million as well. That's pretty solid. There's another army from Alone, which I can't quite click on. Nicodemus is swarming it, and it's about to get sent back probably all the way to the front. Let's go over here to the middle and see what's going on in the middle. Taylor Bucks coming up the middle. Shinigami coming up the middle. There's a fight over here at the obelisk. Let's see what's going on here. They are swarming it. Please don't. You're taking double the damage that you should. There's nobody else around. I don't see any other red armies around. You have the time to make a 1-minute rally. I'm not sure why you're swarming it, because you're getting decimated, really. So Emperor Taizu is swarming it by himself with 2 armies. Asui is swarming it with a mixed troop army led by Belisarius. That's not going to go well either. Warrior Woman, however, got a full group of legionnaires with a Richard and a... Is that a Sun Tzu? No. A Yulji. Richard and a Yulji. That's a pretty good... This one might do the trick. With the Warrior Woman army hitting it, this will do the trick. Yep. So all the other armies are probably going to get pretty wrecked, but the combination of Asui and Warrior Woman just kind of made it work. And as you can see, the Asui army definitely had a lot of damage taken. The Warrior Woman army did not. It was barely scratched. That's what you get when you have a full infantry army with Richard in any piece of it. All right, so let's go over to the obelisk again. There's some stuff going on. Looks like they're starting to swarm up in the middle here, maybe to try and take this outpost, which really means nothing. So I'm not sure why they're even focusing on that. I would be focusing on getting some troops out and starting to push the main buildings like an altar or a shrine, something like that. Looks like Taylor Bucks is going to catch up with Prism right here and do some work. Napoleon Grand, same thing. Although Napoleon Grand is already in big trouble with his Belisarius group. Again, Belisarius' primary is just not the way to go. The Devil. The Devil is the T5. Let me see what kind of troops. He's at 55 million. He's already got 3 million kills. He definitely did some work. He kind of did some solo action at the very top of the map and took the obelisk basically single-handedly. So that was pretty solid of him to cause a little bit of disruption. Looks like a bunch of T4 players around the obelisk over here with 300,000 to 500,000 kills each. Here's a 750,000 kill player. And Stone DAH, Napoleon, and Taylor Bucks are starting to zero out Strange Object. They got to keep hitting him after he stops, though, because otherwise he will not port out. So do not run away. Keep hitting him again. Graf Cox needs to be hit, too, by Port Gas and SMAM. But they're just going to walk right by, no problem. This is an open field, open gate. So no problems letting the enemy just walk right by you. That's cool. Lots of open field battles. I think, again, it's basically a 32,000 point game at this point. So I don't know if War F is just not healing any more troops, not wanting to waste the healing speed ups. There goes Stranger. He's gone. Stone DH did some good work on that. Again, Napoleon did as well, and Taylor Bucks did too. All right, let's go over here. Any more fights going on at this obelisk? This looks pretty open. Is he still trying to slam his armies into the side of the Shrine of Life? Okay, it looks like Nicodemus said, you know what? I don't even care about that Shrine of Life anymore. That's pointless. I have enough speed ups to last me 14 years. I'm just going to start going up here to the top and start open field battling and get some more kills, which, again, not a bad idea. And he is rallying it also. So let me try and find, there he is. How many kills? He's got 5.5 million kills. That's very solid. Very solid kill count. And because he was skirmishing up here, all the armies that were supporting this Shrine of Life are now gone. They're at the top still fighting. It looks like they may actually get that Shrine of Life back. It's very possible. Those are T5 archers and T4 cav inside of there. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, the Shrine of Life is going down unless it gets some support. Looks like It's Alone is coming in, trying to save the day. Look at the rescue. He's trying to come in for the rescue. Look at this. He's coming in. He's like, my troops are going to help save the day. Unfortunately, the rally has a bunch of T5 in it, and it looks like it's pretty darn full too. So Alon is going to then sacrifice his army for the greater good, just to keep that shrine in the hands of 82 NS for just a little bit longer. Looks like there's some more coming in from Wolfgang. That will be helpful as well. They need about 3 or 4 more armies inside of here to make this work. Otherwise, again, this will eventually go down. Nicodemus is now on yellow, so there is some damage being done. The rally is taking just as much damage as the altar is. The problem is the altar is already almost on red. It is now on red. There goes a Barca. And they just switched the defender, which was probably a good idea considering he had Scipio primary as a defender prior. That being said now, though, it looks like the shrine is taking more damage than it was before. That's interesting. Now, Wolfgang already has a group inside of that shrine, so it's not the worst idea to hit that rally. But again, that rally is probably going to go ahead and take that shrine down. It's taking a long time. There's going to be a lot of severely wounded out of this army on both sides. Wolfgang, do not leave unless you're going to reinforce with the bigger army. Look at you. Look at you. That's a fantastic job. Now, I would turn my other army around and hit that army again, the rally. You may be able to kind of cycle in and out. That was really smart of Wolfgang. Really smart. That was a really smart play by Wolfgang. So again, it's not going to tell me the troop count. It's still looking like it's going to be the rally's battle to lose. But this is kind of what it comes down to, right? Like the match is already pretty much won. There's 11 minutes left in the match. It's a 50,000 point game versus a 15,000 point game. The match is over. At this point, it's just a pride thing for Nicodemus probably. He wants to get this thing down. He's been bashing his troops, army after army after army inside of this Shrine of Life. Yeah, I mean, I think at the end of the day, this shrine will go down. Now we got some more people coming down. If it's alone, if it was me, I would cycle. There you go. Do what Wolfgang just did. Absolutely. Well done. I would have done it a little bit closer to when you were right beside it, because you may lose it. Ooh, that's so close. That is so close. All right. Reinforcements again. So Nicodemus cannot reinforce his own rally. So he's going to try and swarm it with the rest. Scott, if you can get inside of that shrine, that will be a big deal. Drago X, if you're not inside of that shrine, that will be a big deal. If Drago gets inside, I think this will swing it to the defenders. If he's not inside already, he should be. If he is already inside, then he obviously can't double reinforce. It's alone. Looks like you did your best. Good job there, buddy. Again, taking out anything you can from this rally is going to be what helps keep it alive. And it looks like this rally is about to get smashed. Wow. Well done on that defense. It was only 2 players, but it was doing so much damage because of how much T5 was in there. That was probably a 600,000 or 700,000 rally because of 50% army expansions. That was an epic defense, though. Really, really solid. I would start cycling out those troops, though, to get some fresh troops in there, because you know he's going to start sending another 4 groups across the map to take it again. So I would definitely reinforce those or swap them out for fresh troops or something. But as you can see, look, open field all day. All day open field. You did a good job there, Killer Alone. That was you and Wolfgang both did a really good move there with the shrine. Yeah, let's check out some points. We haven't seen some points in a little while. So Drago's at 60,000. He just took over from Alone. Stone DAH also at 59,000. That's going to be a battle for the top. Alone at 54,000. Plala at 20,500. Nuunoi at 19,399. Supreme Master, that's their R5. He's over 10,000 at 19,000. Emperor Taizu at 14,400. Port Gas is at 13,400. Who doesn't have 10,000? That would be Eldex, which is right beside it. Shinigami at 9,200. Napoleon at 8,700. The End at 8,600. There's a couple folks that could still get into it. Looks like there's over 20 people. Yeah, there's almost 22 people with 10,000 points. And you guys are going to win, so good job. Kissing Cousins, your Wolfgang. Well, good job, man. You did a great job there. That was a very solid play. Yeah, both of you did the same thing. That was a really solid play. Drago 9 is coming up from the top again. Very good deal there. I don't know where Alone went. Is he back at the back? Let's see. Looks like they're going to cap the Ark again. Let's see if I can find some decent fight. Okay, well, this is Bishop basically just trying to one-man Rambo this whole thing. So that's nice. I don't think it's going to go very well for him, especially since he's not stationary and he's not doing any skills. But this should be interesting to watch Army get smashed by six players. Yep, Bishop is going down. Bishop is going down very quickly. All right, so looks like the armies are starting to kind of thin out on the War F side. There's only 6.5 minutes roughly left. Fearless Kid just smashed himself against this level 2 caravan spot. Let's look over here because this is where the big battles are happening. All right, so we got Nicodemus just trying to give every bit of hate out that he can, smashing into Drago 9, smashing into Saladin, smashing into every single blue player he can get his hands on. It basically looks like it's Drago 9 and Saladin here, holding off Palvara, Viet Dao, and Nicodemus. It's 3-on-3. Here's Kragus, Baccarus as well. That Saladin group with Richard, it looks like it's been holding up pretty solid the whole time, but it looks like he's also attacking a city by himself. This should be interesting. I think you're taking more damage than you should, but at the same time, what are you going to do? Game's over. You've pretty much won. You do what you want to do. You do you. Lots of good fights, though. Can't complain. Here comes Nicodemus again. He gave us such a hard time. Did he really? He chased you the entire game? All right, here comes Nicodemus again. He's bringing another fresh army of Legionnaires, T5, which should pretty much wreck the remainder of the armies here. Now here comes Baby Sharks with some T4 Cav. I don't think that's going to go very well against the T5 Legionnaires. And here comes another rally. Well done for Nicodemus sending another rally. He has not forgotten about that Shrine of Life. That's exactly where he is headed. And yeah, tons of AoEs raining down as well. There's lots of damage getting put out. I don't know if 82NS has what it takes to drop this rally, because I don't think that there's too much inside of that Shrine of Life, and they've burned a lot of their players trying to zero Leroy Rico. So this should be interesting. I think this rally will probably do a pretty quick work, unless there was some reinforcement on the back end that I did not see to this Shrine of Life. I think this rally will pretty much knock down this Shrine of Life really quickly. Hey, Mihail, hi, how are you, man? No problem. This game has pretty much got its bow wrapped around it. There's 4 minutes left. You did miss some really good fights. I'm going to probably watch that initial obelisk 10 or 15 times after this stream is over and laugh and laugh and laugh. Oh, I haven't ugly laughed like that in a while. So, okay. Yeah, this rally is definitely taking down the Shrine of Life. Now, Drago 9's hitting it from the back end. This could be a close one. If you're not in that Shrine of Life, Drago, you might want to pop into it. But otherwise, yeah, they just took that Shrine of Life. Finally, after, I can't tell you how many rallies. Hey, Atahan, good job, buddy. You're doing really well. Viet Dao looks like he's heading back and trying to dodge getting hit by Drago's T5s. Itzalon is now coming down and trying to solo what's left, which may actually happen because I think there's only 1 or 2 different troops inside of there. Big fights happening over here. That's the maxed out YSG again, doing some serious damage. Looks like he took a page out of Ronnie's book and is using a Julius Caesar primary with YSG secondary maxed out. And it is doing some serious work, knocking down every single T5 army around it. Just doing serious damage. And then Ryan XX is doing some good work on the Minamoto group that he's on. Yeah, doing really well. Baby Sharks is coming in, trying to do a little damage too. It's Alone coming with a very small group behind. That looks like, is that Minamoto and Lohar? Yeah, it's a Lohar Minamoto group. So It's Alone finally goes down, but not before basically taking out 3 or 4 T5 armies that was hitting him at the same time. And those armies are pretty much empty. So Drago 9 needs to just sit there. Don't move. Just camp. They will wash themselves all over your army and run back to their cities with sad faces on. Again, I think this has probably been the hotspot of the entire match. All the big players were here, putting around their big boy armies and putting the gold shinies on the field, which is always fun to watch. And again, Nicodemus tried really hard, along with Leroy and Viet Dao, to really make a big push for a couple of these objectives on the left side. It just didn't work out. Everything after that first obelisk capture, for the first 10 minutes after that, was just them scrambling, trying to figure out how to recoup, because that was a devastating hit, how they got hit. All right, so Killer Alon says it's time to burn cities. I don't know how you're going to do that, because there's nothing around any of their cities except for It's Alone over here, but he's getting a little hurt. He's not doing enough damage to this city to make it worthwhile. I think those troops could have been better used somewhere else. And it looks like Drago and Lord Aya are swarming this Shrine of Life down. It looks like they will take it, just simply because there's no more reinforcements to be had. There is only 1 minute left. Hey, Drago, would you like to check our AOO tomorrow at 20 UTC? No can do. That's when mine is. I need to do my own Ark. But I appreciate the offer, and maybe next time, whenever it comes around, we won't be the same time, and I'll be able to do it. Okay, yeah, it looks like they're going to take this Shrine of Life down. Nicodemus is trying to come over as quickly as possible to come and support this Shrine of Life. He is making some serious headway with his cav. Very, very fast. It might actually make it in time. I think he's also inside, which is why this is lasting so long. But I don't think that yeah, there goes Nicodemus. I don't think that he's going to actually be able to save it. But he will be able to attack all those armies going back. So we'll see how that goes. And that's a victory. That is a victory. So just to recap some of the numbers here. 68,500 points versus 17,000 points, just under. Ark of Osiris score, it looks like War Family did capture 1 Ark. And I think Novus Ordo Seclorum or 82NS captured at least 3. Occupation score was the name of the game here. 82NS did cap quite a few buildings right at the beginning inside of War F territory, and that really set them back. The total kill count was actually fairly even. Obviously, 82NS did have a little bit more with 13.6 million, while War F had just under 11 million, so not that far off. And really, when it comes down to it, I think a lot of those kills came from Nicodemus kind of swarming. I want to say he probably ended up with at least 6 or 7 million of those kills himself by himself. The other ones probably came from the Devil with maybe 2 or 3 million. I saw another 1 million on the other side at the Obelisk as well. War F did not stop healing their troops. 8.3 million troops healed. That is massive. 18 teleports, 27. Yeah, 1 to 3 as far as the Osiris captures. Good job to both teams. And 82NS really, I think, just set that tone for the entire arc with that initial Obelisk push with YSG and Sun Tzu. I don't think War F was expecting an AoE commander to do that kind of damage. I also think they didn't expect them to lose it so easily either. So I think just a combination of those things along with swarming it, that was rough. That was rough to watch at the very beginning. It was interesting to watch. I will say that. It wasn't rough. I definitely enjoyed watching it. So overall, though, again, I think fighting was really solid on both sides. I didn't see too much crazy commander combinations. Everybody had solid 1-troop type armies across the board, so it was pretty good to go. Am I Worf? No, I'm not Worf. Oh, is he Worf? Archaea, is he Worf? Yeah, kissing cousins, no problem, man. Thanks for inviting me. Yeah, I think overall, again, really good, really solid battle. Let's see who didn't get to the 10K mark. Oh, Matador, Captain, and Bishop, the only 2 that didn't get to the 10K mark. RIP 5 legendary sculptures. Good job, though. Looks like they're doing the 3rd level of Kerouac as well. Kerouac boss. That's pretty neat. Okay. Well, again, great job. Let me go ahead and type that in there. No problem. Great job. Well played. Thanks for having me. Yay, autocorrect. There we go. All right. So again, I think we recapped this pretty much into the ground. There was a really good effort at the very beginning. Whenever this posts, I am going to rewatch that initial Obelisk push. I can't tell you how many times. I may just fall asleep to it because it was so funny. So with that in mind, before I let go here, again, I can even see a little bit of jitter in my stream here. Is it still kind of laggy? Is it still a little rough? I'm trying to get this stuff straightened out, but the problem is I'm on a Mac. Is the voice at least very clear? A little bit, but the voice is clear. Okay, I'm gonna have to do some figuring out here and try and do some finagling. I think it just has to do with the live stream versus the recording. I mean, I'm gonna probably have to. I think that's probably what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to go to a lower HD setting on both my video for my webcam as well as my video for the game. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. I hate losing quality. I wish there was a better way to do it. I've got a 1 gig connection at my location here, but I guess that's just not enough. So, all right, cool. Well, again, thank you for having me for your battle. This was a great one. I'm definitely going to rewatch the beginning of that and watch that AoE group just wreck and rain damage upon everybody. Good job to War F as well for putting up a good fight. Nicodemus in particular being that T5. The Devil as well did some really good damage on the back end, trying to create some distractions. Again, if y'all haven't already, please like and subscribe. I think the majority of you that are here already have. And I will see you next time. I've got another cast, and I'll do some work in between now and then to see if maybe I can fix the streaming issues. But I've got another cast coming at 11 p.m. my time, which is 3 UTC, so 03 UTC tomorrow morning. And then my own cast will be coming at 20 UTC tomorrow as well. So with that in mind, love seeing you all again today. I appreciate you all joining. We got up to over 100 again today. For this one, we had 150 the first one, 100 this one. Let's see if we can keep that trend going really late tonight and get y'all a really solid live stream for that one too. With that being said, I'm taking off. I'm going to go get some food and some drink. Hope y'all had a good day and enjoyed your visit from the Ark land here, and I will see y'all next time. Cheers, take care, and I hope you'll have a good one.